Yesterday, Liverpool dropped points for the first time in 7 games as we drew to Aston Villa 1-1. It is a big slip up and an already unlikely charge for the Champions League places, and in today's video we'll discuss the 5 major talking points from the game, whilst also going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Liverpool wore their new home kit for the 2023-2024 season as they took on Aston Villa on Saturday, with an unseen kit also revealed at the same time. The Reds took in their final game of the season as Villa arrived at Anfield, with both sides looking for 3 points in their push for Europe. For Liverpool, it served as an opportunity to bid farewell to 4 players in Roberto Firmino, James Milner, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Naby Keita, but it was also a chance to see the next season's home kit in action for the first time. With Nike's red and white design and a homage to the 1965 FA Cup winning kit, Liverpool's new home kit was officially released on May 18th, but Saturday saw the club unveil a new goalkeeper kit too. Alisson debuted the kit, which features different shades of green for the shirt, shorts and socks along with the white detailing. The shirt is based on a Nike template with various different shades across the shirt and a brushstroke design. This kit is in fact next season's third option, with previous leaks suggesting Liverpool stoppers will wear black and yellow kits for home and away. Green has been a regular colour for the Liverpool goalkeeper shirts, including the 2022-2023 third kit and last season's home kit. There are similarities with the famous kits worn by the likes of Ray Clemence in the club's storied history, with Alisson widely considered alongside the legendary Englishman as one of the best to represent Liverpool. Just a quick one guys, we do have Liverpool t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going to copyclothing.com or going down into the link in the description. We also offer free UK shipping on all orders. Let's get back into the video. The Premier League's decision to televise more live matches will provide a small boost to the broadcast income at Liverpool and other top-flight clubs. That is the view of finance expert Kieran Maguire, who spoke exclusively to Football Insider about the prospect of more televised Premier League matches. As reported by the Daily Mail, Premier League broadcasters will be offered the opportunity to purchase more matches that weren't originally scheduled to be televised. The change will take effect in the next cycle of TV rights, which takes place between 2025 and 2028. Premier League clubs currently earn an equal share of £79 million from the current £5.1 billion Premier League TV rights deal, while they're also paid extra facility fees depending on how many times their matches were shown. In the 21-2022 season, Liverpool pocketed £106 million overall from broadcast income, including their £79 million cut and a 27.3% payment in facility fees. Maguire said the value of domestic right deals has plateaued in respect of the current and the next deal as well. Currently, the Premier League sells 200 of 380 games in a season to its commercial partners. It wants to protect some of the game going forward, but there is no reason why an additional package or two can't be merited to both broadcaster and clubs. They won't get huge sums for them, but there isn't a lot of growth opportunities in terms of Premier League rights. The only way they can grow is through a direct consumer product or selling a few more packages to provide a small boost. If it went from 200 to 240 matches a season, then it'd be okay as long as it's a midweek fixtures and doesn't cause any more disruption to the fans. As we mentioned in the intro, Liverpool drew 1-1 with Aston Villa, and in this part of the video we'll discuss the 5 major talking points from the clash. The good, the bad and the tremendously ugly. It should have been a continuity of good form and a celebratory farewell, but this was a slog-all game without any positive ending. Sadly, too many individuals were, individuals not performing to the benefit of the team at all. Luis Diaz decided he preferred not to pass the ball all game, Jordan Henderson was an abomination in possession, and largely opted against doing anything out of it. Cody Gakpo couldn't get much of a rhythm going, even before he was kicked in the throat. That's 3 players who should heavily be involved in build-up play or creation, yet offering very little in each. It took 50 minutes for us to get a shot on target, not a great one either. Then the next one, which ended in the net, was ruled out for an offside and the ref had to check the pitch side. At the other end of the scale, at least Alisson had himself the customary excellent outing, a massive one-on-one save from Jacob Ramsey being the pick of the moment. Ali being our keeper, his performance didn't lead to a whole of a performance to score goals and win more points. John Brooks joins the battle for worst referee. Worst official in the Premier League is a vacant post to be decided, as all good awards are at the end of the season. Lee Mason was the undisputed heavyweight in that regard, but followed up his demotion from ref to full-time VAR by being sacked from even that role earlier in the season, so now it's anybody's game. Jurgen Klopp has already made it clear that Paul Tierney is very much in the running, while David Coote is long since set his own stall out. But on Saturday, John Brooks put forward on an equally strong case, not just getting 50-50s wrong, but being utterly fooled by the most ridiculous of dives from the most minimal of touches. The penalty call from Ollie Watkins was right, there is a stop clock moment, yet Brooks and his VAR decisions, that being studded at the chest as only a yellow card, was sensational. Penalty on Henderson? Probably not, soft at least, but he also gave far worse outside of the box in a busy first half. As for the disallowed Gakpo goal, the official explanation was that Brooks needed to check whether the defender flicked to Virgil van Dijk from Diaz's attempted pass counted it as a deliberate action. Which it was clearly, so it should have been a goal if that's the case, but yet another call that went against the Reds. About the only call you would suggest the ref didn't wilt on was added time. 10 minutes for Emi Martinez's time wasting and about 300 players going down injured was a glorious sight. The Trent question for next season. Right, here's a classic question presented which we have to solve across the next 3 months. How do you open up teams when your creative maestro is absent or ineffective? Trent Alexander-Arnold was already important to Liverpool, but this new system is all about having him more central, more involved, more on the ball, and he wasn't good. Set pieces were too close to the keeper's deliveries, from deep were overhit, and in open play, he overran the ball too often trying to do it all himself. So where's the alternatives? Our wing play wasn't great for most of the game, set pieces weren't a threat, and the front three aren't yet linking up to each other too regularly. Creativity has many shapes and we've got to find an alternative outlet for the next term. Whether signings or patterns of play for when Trent is marked out, injured or simply isn't at very best. First and lasts. The new kit got its first run out, the red number with thick white trim, which will be on show at Anfield all of next season. As usual, each fan can make up their minds if it looks chic or cheap. But along with that first, there were more occasions, lasts of note. The final Anfield occasions, as James Milner and Roberto Firmino both came on after 72 minutes, plenty of songs and cheers from the crowd for the number 9, along with a host of homemade signs and the like. Milner was typically understated and effective, and he wouldn't have asked or expected any less, but Bobby, oh Bobby, he just had to have his one final say in his Anfield career, didn't he? A great near-post run saw him finish a last-minute equaliser, which would usually have been for more jubilantly celebrated had we not been desperate to get the game back underway and try and get another. The final last we need to mention, such as it was by the day, was reasonably hoping that our top 4 finish could still be earned. This draw leaves us 3 points off the top 4, with only 1 match left to play, and there will almost certainly be no final day drama to return to the Champions League. Klopp's responsibility and final game to go. Not having Klopp on the touchline for the second time this season did seem to have an effect in the first half, with the Reds not really at the races other than the first and last 5 minutes of the half. We didn't manage a shot on target, we were second best in midfield, and the speed of play was ludicrously slow. Then again, Klopp was on the touchline for all of December to March, and we suffered throughout a lot of that during the period too. So either way, the manager bears responsibility. We've been on a great run in terms of results, but performances haven't always been there, even during a batch of wins. This result perhaps will reinforce the truth that there's work to do in both terms of recruitment and improving the new tactical shape. Still, there's a game to go, and now we just have to make sure 5th is at least the lowest we finish. Away to relegated Southampton should be 3 points, but players should still be keen to not make any more slip-ups and finish on a positive note. Liverpool fans, what do you make of the result yesterday? Please do let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. Please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Remember, we do have Liverpool t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to copyclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.